Don't you like my version better? Short, precise, to the point.
I'm a woman, sorry. We like to go into the
Start
details.
going to Jerusalem, from
It's
Jerusalem
fine.
to Judea, from
It's
Judea
fine,
we now go to the island of Patmos.
It's fine. It's fine. She killed him. Anyway, she killed him.
Yeah, she shot him. She shot him, point blank.
Ouch.
How you doing now?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well, very well.
What's
Very well,
inspiring
thank
our
you.
conversation today?
A KDrama.
KDrama, which I introduced my husband to.
No, this particular one you did not introduce me to
Well,
it.
I just want to back up a bit.
Okay.
There was a time in your life where you did not care about Korean drama.
Yes.
Yes, and then I begged you last year, begged him literally to watch Queen of Tears with me. And that was the beginning of my husband's foray into the world of K-drama. And I'm happy about that. And today, what's inspiring this conversation is we've realized that many times when we watch Korean movies, we learn lessons that are even beyond, well, maybe it's intended by the writers, I don't know. Because I feel like most Korean movies, the Korean movies we've watched.
Okay.
Because I don't have statistics or data to back that up. The Korean movies we've watched so far usually have like deep undertones. There are usually like deep meanings behind them. Or maybe it's because we are Christians. So when we watch the movies, we tend to see the movies.
Yeah, we get to see some Christian meaning.
Yes, there are
to
some
them.
Christian themes, some Christian interpretations.
Yeah.
I mean, thematic preoccupations, mostly Christian.
Hmm?
The thematic preoccupations of the we tend to see a lot of
I don't know what
Christian
is thematic
themes.
preoccupation. No.
We tend to see a lot of Christian themes, like a thread running across the movies, right?
Right.
So, my husband stumbled on this one movie, Death Game. Did you stumble on it, or it was your Reddit people that recommended it? Did you
No,
see
I
it on
actually
Reddit?
saw it. No, it wasn't on Reddit. I actually saw it on the KDrama website.
Yes, there's a K-drama. Is this legal to talk about? Talking about?
It's a KDrama website. That's all I know. So I saw it on the KDrama website. And
Yes.
Yeah.
My mic seems to be falling.
Yeah, hold it now.
Okay.
You can hold the mic. Are you free to do anything you need to do?
This is home.
Yeah.
It's a safe space.
Anyways, Death Game. So I was watching Death Game and I started seeing some themes from the beginning.
Episode 1.
From episode 1, and I
The
started taking
epic,
notes.
the epic episode.
Yeah, I took notes.
I like that the movie brings to the forefront the high rate of suicide in Korea.
So actually, that the movie was sponsored by the government.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, when I learned that the movie was sponsored by the government to kick against suicide, just raise an awareness and to curb suicide
rates.
Yes, in the country. So that's it. When I watched it to the end, I realized that they were kind of bringing that to the forefront.
The
to
awareness.
Say,
the lessons are in episodes. They are categorized into different episodes.
I don't think we should run
through.
that, yeah.
I mean, there could be a fan. There could be someone.
I don't want to give spoilers. No spoilers,
no
no
spoilers.
specifics. I may just say a couple things. Maybe if you consider them as spoilers, well, I'm sorry.
Cheswamida.
Apologies from the very beginning.
Apologies.
Yes, but yeah. Before we go on, kindly subscribe if you are not yet subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, give it a thumbs up below. Thank you. So I'll go with the first one, right? Death is not the end, it is the beginning. Death is not the end, it's the beginning. Now, first of all, as a believer, it's clear to me that death is not the end, it's only the beginning, because we are taught about eternal life, really. So once you put off this flesh, this cocoon, this container, once you put it off, that's when, your spirit comes alive, and depending on your time here and what you used it for, you then face eternal judgment, eternal punishment, or eternal paradise. Yes, so are you going to be home with God, or are you going to be home with the devil and his
cohort.
And his cohort. Yeah. So death is not the end, it's the beginning. And
because people who commit suicide feel like once I die, that's the end.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not the end.
It just closes a chapter.
Yes. And then
you transition into another chapter.
That doesn't end.
Yeah, that has no end. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I just thought to pick that out. That is not the end, it's a transition. The second one was your mistake. So this was what death said. Your mistake was coming to find me before I came to find you.
Yeah.
And it's been a long-standing conversation where people talk about, I think I was a teenager when I first heard it, where people were asking, if somebody kills themselves, I don't know why I got into such a conversation. Wow. But the question was, if somebody kills themselves, where do they go? And some people say, they'll go to heaven now. If they are believers, they'll go to heaven. And some people say, no, because you killed yourself. That's a sin, that's murder.
Yeah. So
you're going to hell, really. And death was saying, you came to find me first. Like, you didn't wait for me to come and find you. And that was murder. So he murdered himself. And
and you know that this was coming from a place where he was asking death, why that's the protagonist.
Why is he being punished?
Why is he being punished? What did he ever do? Like, he had it wasn't like he lived such a great life.
Yeah.
And he thought it was best to end it, right? At least he could contribute to the suicide rate in Korea, because he felt like his life was meaningless.
Meaningless, yes.
And then she says, your sin was coming to find me before I came. So I thought to give that context.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like he was wicked or he did anything wrong while he was on earth in that sense. But his only offense was he took his own life. Which he shouldn't have done. Right? Which people shouldn't do.
People shouldn't do that, actually.
Yes.
As we go along, maybe we'll offer you some hope. I pray that our conversation will offer some hope if there's anybody that's facing suicide or facing hopelessness.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. So, yeah, the next one. So, this next one, right, it was also a statement made by Death. And she was saying, humans are amazing. This is a quote. Humans are amazing. They say their life is hell, but they beat it and keep living in their so-called hell. What's your impression of the real hell? Do you think you can last a minute in there? So this now begs the question, do people really understand the severity of hell? Because I've heard people say that there is no hell worse than the current earth, the way the earth is.
Yeah.
And this is Death saying that humans are really amazing. Like, they say that their life is hell.
A living hell.
A living hell. But she's then painting a picture that, see, if you really understood the severity of hell, like what hell really is, you would not compare, because at least you're able to survive here on earth. But I don't think you can last a minute in the real hell. And so I've had different conversations with people who think that hell is one big party where they go and there are concerts. I don't want to mention any musicians there, but they say that so musician will be there, this musician will be there, so they'll be having a long, eternal party.
They don't understand that it's not a joke.
They don't understand that
there's nothing funny about it.
Like, all your regrets come smashing you in the face for eternity. And eternity, the concept of eternity maybe is lost on us because we are still within the confines of time. So eternity is not, so human beings are supposed to be it's not attention span, it's the lifespan really is around 70 something, depending on where you are, depending on what country you live in and your living conditions, right? And that said, eternity is not 70 years, it's not 100 years, it's not 1,000 years, it's not 10,000 years, it's not even 100,000 years. It just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. No end. So imagine being tortured for that long. Imagine being in the lake of fire for that long. It just keeps going on and on. So I just thought to mention that hell is eternal. And it does not get full. Scripture talks about how Sheol is never satisfied. It's never satisfied. It doesn't. So if you have a notion that hell can get full and nobody goes in there again, I'm sorry, it won't get full. Like it can accommodate as many people that want to go there. You know, so whenever you want to relate your life to hell, think again, please. It's not that bad yet.
Yeah.
Please.
I think that's the point. It's really not that bad.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next lesson.
The next one. Now, the guy who committed suicide, in his conversations with Death, what I realized was that Death was trying to point him to why he did what he did. And aside downplaying the severity of hell, he was selfish. He was thinking only about himself. He was not thinking about how his death would affect the other people, how his presence affected other people, and how his death actually affected other people well. His mom, his girlfriend. Everybody really around him. He didn't think about it. He didn't cross his mind at all.
Because for him, remembering like what he went through, how he kept applying for jobs.
For 7 years.
For 7 years, it wasn't coming.
Yeah.
And because of that dejected space that he was in, he was blind to see that he had his mom who really cared about him as a person. Not necessarily because he was bringing him money, or his girlfriend who was constantly rooting for him, regardless of where he worked,
and she even wrote about him in her book as the one person who rooted for her.
Yes.
But he didn't consider
that.
So right. She valued him more than he valued
himself. Exactly. But he wasn't able to see that because you know there's this thing that hopelessness does to people, where it just makes them and it's funny that Death will call him selfish, because you'll be thinking he is saying, let me even go so that I don't become a burden to other people. But it's another side of selfishness, right, that we don't even consider sometimes. Another side of the coin that we don't consider, because you're like, on the surface, it looks like it's a really noble thing that he did. Yeah. But Death is saying you're actually selfish because you didn't consider how other people will feel about you taking your own life. Yeah. So, I mean, that's really interesting to see.
All right. So, at this point now, because the next lesson, it requires that maybe we give a bit of context before we go on. Okay. So, just in case you've not watched, the Death Game is about the guy who committed suicide, and then Death decides to punish him by making him go through multiple deaths. I think 11 or 12 deaths.
It was 12.
12 deaths.
She told him that he was going to experience what it meant to be in the bodies of people who are facing death. Imminent death.
Yes, inevitable death. Yes. So he had to die 12 more times. So his soul will get into those people and he will die over and over.
Yeah.
Now, I had to say that because of the next lesson. So this time he's in the body of a teenager who is in school, in secondary school, and is getting bullied.
Yeah.
And the teenager had been bullied and was going to commit suicide, was going to jump from the roof.
Yeah.
But then he comes into the body and is conscious about it, and he decides that he's not going to jump. He stands up to the bully and finally gets to upturn the bully's power and all that. So he's now in charge. Yeah. So now he's safe. But then he decides to rub it in the bully's face, and then the bully finds him at night and beats him with a rock. And so inevitably he dies again.
Yeah.
Like, he could have lived, but his choice to rub it in the guy's face. Of course, nobody's excusing the bully here. I'm not excusing the bully. But I'm saying that it was because of his choices that he met that end. Even though he was facing imminent death, you escaped the imminent death by not jumping off the roof. Yeah. When the guy came to meet you, he was drunk, and the bully came to meet him. They could have had a conversation, even though he was angry and all that. He was alone. Wisdom says that if you are alone with somebody that you know is capable of danger, you want to conduct yourself wisely. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so it was his choices that got him killed. And so for me, it just taught me that even though many bad choices that we make don't lead to death, you really want to be careful the way you relate with people, the way you deal with people. You understand? You do not want to underestimate the wickedness that people are capable of.
Yeah.
You really don't want to do that.
Scripture says it. That the heart of man.
The heart of man is desperately
wicked.
Yes, so you don't want to underestimate the wickedness that people are capable of. You want to make choices that are wise. You want to treat people in a humane manner. One would think that because he had undergone bullying, that when the tables were turned and his bully was now being bullied, that he would maybe extend some grace, even just be neutral. But no, he became the bully. And so the next one is episode 3, when the fixer. The fixer. So now he's in a new body, and this fixer. I feel like we're already giving spoilers, but yeah.
We apologize. We're sorry.
But I mean, if we don't give context, you wouldn't really get it. So I just thought to.
Yes.
Yeah. So now he's a fixer. He's in the dark world. He's a criminal.
And he wakes up, hands tied. He's being tortured. He's being asked to reveal.
Do we have to go through all that?
Yeah, because.
No, you don't have to go through that. Don't narrate the entire movie for them. Just tell them the part that is important. The part that is important is that he is a criminal. He works with a bad boss. And from his bad boss, he stole 10 billion. And was planning that he was going to run away with a particular lady. Yes, the lady that used to work for the boss.
Both of them used to work for the boss.
Yes, both
then
of them.
He stole the boss's money.
Yes.
And then planned to run away with that babe.
Yes.
That also worked for the boss. And then they planned to meet up somewhere.
They met somewhere. Yes.
And she asked him a question.
She asked him where the money was. And he told her.
And he told her like phase 1 of where the money was.
Yeah.
Saying the money was on the boats, I think.
And then she shot him. Don't you like my version better? Short, precise, to the point.
I'm a woman, sorry. We like to go into the details.
Going to Jerusalem, from Jerusalem to Judea, from Judea we now go to the island of Patmos.
It's fine. She killed him. Anyway, she killed him.
Yeah, she shot him. She shot him, point blank.
Thinking that she already had access to the money. She didn't know that there was still another phase. But then it was that trust. It was a conversation of trust.
Trust must be earned.
But do you think that she had not earned the trust? How many times will a person earn trust?
I think there are levels of trust.
So do you keep testing people over and over?
It's not that you test them now. They have to prove. They have to prove themselves. People have to earn trust before you invest so much. I can trust that you will come to my house and you will not steal something. It does not mean that I will entrust you with 1 million.
Okay.
It's true now. I can trust that if I tell you a good news, that you're happy for me. It does not mean that I can trust you to do business with you.
Okay.
So there are different. I feel
like
levels
of trust.
There are different.
But this was like his girlfriend.
It's not true. So especially when you are in that kind of business. When you're in that kind of business, it's a dog-eat-dog kind of business. There's context.
The context was in required that you didn't trust.
Be very careful before you invest that level of trust.
Trust in a person.
It's 10 billion. You don't underestimate. So the first time I said that you don't want to underestimate the level of wickedness. One, you don't want to underestimate the level of greed that a person is capable of. It's money. See, people.
Mammon is a spirit.
Mammon is a spirit.
Money is a spirit.
You would
There's a spirit behind money.
Yes. You would be shocked at what people would do for money.
So true.
You would be so shocked. So you don't want to put yourself in that situation where money is concerned. It was a foolish move. Yep. And she shot him, and that's how he died. Very quick.
It was just one shot. Oh.
No, it was 2.
Okay, 1 to the head.
No, 2 to the head.
2 to the. Oh my God.
Yes, 2.
Okay.
Pow.
That was it.
And he was gone. Why? Because he made a foolish decision to trust the wrong person.
Yeah.
So, there you have it. Don't trust the wrong person.
Yeah.
You understand? Don't do that. So, guys, this video is very long because there are a whole lot to this particular series, and so that's why I decided to stop the first part here. we'll continue with these thoughts in the next one. All right, so thank you for watching. Please share, please give this video a thumbs up, and also
please like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment. Yes, no, I'm trying to say it in the way that YouTubers say it. Do like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. Thank you.